Hello everyone, welcome to my channel 共同家 I'm Ryusei. Today I'm going to introduce one of the most famous and popular Japanese homemade dish. This is simmered mackerel with miso. It's called Saba no miso ni. Saba means a mackerel and written by like this. The most important tips of this dish is blanching it. This brings out the pure flavor of the mackerel and we can make a delicious dish. I hope this video will be interesting and informative and I wish you will enjoy Japanese homemade dish. Yes, let's make it. This is a whole mackerel. In Japan, it's usually sold in fillets at the grocery store. But I bought a whole mackerel at the fishmonger. This is Deban knife. It's a specialty knife to cut fishes. If we use a knife of a handle made of the wood, we should keep it wet. This prevents the handle from staining the fish smell. Okay, let's cut it. I place the head to the left side. First of all, I cut off the head. I cut it along the fins. I turn over it. I move my knife widely and smoothly. Then I cut off the spine. Okay, I remove the head and innards. And I open the skin of the belly. The blade points upwards and slides smoothly. Then I make a cut to the blood vessel. Like this. Okay, I'll wash the blood and innards cleanly. The head is also delicious. I'll divide it into half. Dividing it helps to cook it evenly. It may slip, please take care. After that, I'll grill it. Okay, I washed and cleaned it. And I wiped off the water with a paper towel. Removing the blood well is quite important to make a tasty dish. Okay, I'll do sanmai oroshi. Sanmai oroshi is a Japanese word and means cutting it into 3 pieces, which are 2 fillets and a bone. I turn it, and I rest the knife on the backbone and slide it widely. I cut it to the spine. I fill the bone with the tip of the knife. Then I cut off the ribs. Okay, I got the first fillet. Good, I turn over it. And I cut the skin of the back. I fill the bone with the tip of the knife as well. This filling is so important. And I turn it again. I cut the belly side and cut off the ribs. Finally, I cut off the tail side. Okay, I got 2 fillets. I'll switch the knife to Yanagi knife. I'll divide it into portions and make cuts on the skin of the mackerel. I need the sharpness of Yanagi knife. Okay, let's go. At first, I cut it into 2 portions. I move the knife widely. I don't put pressure on it. No power. Ideally, the cross section becomes smooth. It keeps umami its maximal. I make cuts like this. This will prevent the skin from tearing. Good. Okay, I'm ready to cook them. I'm going to blanch the fillet of the mackerel. I add it into the hot water. I blanched for just 1 moment. Once the surface becomes a bit white, I transfer it to the cold water. This work is called shimofuri in Japan. When I do this, I never boil the water. Because if the water boils, the skin may tear. I'll blanch all fillets politely. It gets rid of the uncomfortable smell and let us enjoy the pure flavor of the mackerel. Okay, then I rub the skin gently and remove the slime. I do it gently. If the blood remains, we should remove it as well. I'll remove the excess water and keep them in the fridge. This is a spring onion. It's called naganegi in Japan. We can use both knives to cut it, but today I'll use usuba knife. I divide it into white and green parts. I cut it into 4 cm intervals. Okay, I cut the green part in the same way. Nice. I make a cut to half of the height. And I separate the inside and the outside. Today I use only outside. I cut the green part too. I'll cut them into strips. I pile up the spring onion like this. I place it on the cutting board. I cut it as thinly as possible and cut it along the fiber. I move usuba knife widely. The weight of it helps to cut it beautiful. These strips of spring onion is called Shiraga Negi. Shiraga means white hair, and Negi means spring onion. The look of it is similar to white hair. We usually make Shiraga Negi with only white part. However, I use green part too. The reason is very simple, that the look is beautiful. I transfer it to the water. I stir it lightly. Beautiful. And keep it for a few minutes. Next, ginger. I slice it with the skin. Also, I use ginger to skim off the smell of the mackerel. This is also good taste. Okay. These are sauce ingredients. And this is the recipe. Do you know yuzu kosho? Yuzu kosho is a Japanese popular seasoning. The main ingredients of it are yuzu and green chili, and it adds spiciness to dishes. In traditional recipe of saba no miso ni, doesn't need yuzu kosho, but I think this spiciness enhances the flavor and goes well with a bit sweet taste of this sauce. I'll add all seasonings to the shallow pan. Water, sake, mirin, soy sauce, sugar, miso, and yuzu kosho. I mix them well. Good. At last, I add ginger and spring onion. Nice. The sauce is done. I turn on the heat. I boil it to remove the alcohol. Then I add the mackerel. Nice. I keep boiling it and I cook the mackerel for about 5 minutes. If we cook it too long time, the mackerel will be hard. So it's important to cook it in short time. We can cover it with aluminum foil or autoshibata, but today I put the sauce over the mackerel again and again. Okay, I taste it. Perfect. I add black pepper as well. If you like it, please try it. Nice. It's done when the mackerel becomes a little firm. Okay, I turn off the heat. Yes, let's arrange them on a plate. I move it carefully, not to tear the skin. Good, I pour the sauce over them. We eat the mackerel dipped in sauce. Finally, I top Shiraga Negi on them. Beautiful. Saba no miso ni is done. We can enjoy the sensitive flavor of the mackerel. I'll also introduce a very simple way of eating the head shortly. I just sprinkle the salt both faces. Okay, and I'll cook it. I place it on the grill and cook it. Okay, done. It's very simple, but it's very delicious. If you buy a whole mackerel, please give a try. Thank you. Did you enjoy? Today I introduced a very popular Japanese seafood dish. What is your country's popular seafood dish? If you like, please teach me. And I hope you will enjoy Japanese seafood dish. Thank you for watching to the end. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a nice day. See you later.